Identifying functions with a vertical line test. We already went over if something could be a function by simply identifying it by its coordinates. Are each of the x values having one unique y value? And if any of those x values are repeating, that means we have points stacked on top of each other. Whenever we look at some of these graphs and are determining if these are functions or not, you're going to see how one line or one point of the function could be stacked on top. And what the vertical line test says is if you were to put your pencil down on your paper or up on your computer screen or wherever you're working on, your vertical pencil or line crosses through the function more than one time, then you end up ultimately going back to where we were, having two x values stacked on top of each other. So x values repeating with two unique y values. Interesting. So anytime that happens, the vertical line test will tell you if it's a function. So you can see I already put a vertical line right here. You can see it crosses through 2 points on there. I could go ahead and make another vertical line, and we can look at that all over again. See, look, it's crossing through 2 right there too. It's crossing through 2 over here. There's not going to be a spot where it's not going to cross through 2 times unless we're talking at the very, very smallest point at the very end of this curve, which would be right over here. And that's not the case, because if you do the vertical line test on any point of the graph and it crosses through more than one point, it's not a function. So even if we did find a point where it's like, hey, it only crosses through once there, well, it crossed through 2 everywhere else, so that means it's not a function. The vertical line test proves that there's going to be a single x value. So right now what you're seeing is 2 non-examples of functions. Whenever you see an example of a function, you'll do a vertical line test and it'll only cross through 1 point on the line. So taking a look over here on the right side, you can see obviously it's going to cross through more than 1 point. And a matter of fact, it's crossing through 3 points right now. I could go ahead and keep on replicating this, and look, it crossed through 3 points right there. Oh, well, what about right there? It only crosses through 1 point. This is why you test the vertical line test through the whole function. So put lines, vertical lines, just move your pencil or pen across the entire thing. Is it crossing through more than 1 point at any point while you're moving your vertical line? If the answer is yes, it is not a function.